Have you ever wondered why some people attract wealth effortlessly? It's a question that has puzzled many of us. We see individuals who seem to have a magical touch when it comes to money, while others struggle to make ends meet. What's their secret? Is it luck, hard work, or something more? Today, we're going to explore a powerful concept that might just change the way you think about money forever. We're diving into the flow principle and how it relates to money as a flowing spiritual energy. Let's start by thinking about money in a new way. Most of us see money as physical currency, coins and bills that we can hold in our hands. But what if money is actually much more than that? What if it's a form of energy that moves and changes, flowing through our lives like a river? This idea might sound strange at first, but consider how money behaves. It doesn't stay still. It's always moving from one person to another, from one account to another. It grows and shrinks, appears and disappears. In many ways, money acts more like energy than a physical object. Now let's talk about flow. You've probably heard this word used in different ways. Athletes talk about being in the flow when they're performing at their best. Artists describe a state of flow when creativity comes easily. In nature, we see the flow of rivers and the flow of electricity. In all these cases, flow describes a smooth, effortless movement. When we apply this concept of flow to our finances, it opens up a whole new way of thinking. Instead of seeing money as something to grab and hold on to, we can start to see it as something that should flow through our lives. Just like a river that gets stagnant when it's blocked, our financial energy can become stuck if we don't allow it to flow freely. But what stops this flow? Often, it's our own thoughts and beliefs about money. We might have been taught that money is scarce, that we need to hoard it, or that it's somehow wrong to want more of it. These ideas act like dams in the river of our financial energy, stopping its natural flow. Society also plays a role in creating these blockages. We're bombarded with messages about money that can create fear and anxiety. We're told we never have enough, that we need to compete with others for limited resources. These myths about money can seriously impact our ability to allow financial energy to flow in our lives. To really tap into the power of the flow principle, we need to start aligning ourselves with abundance. This doesn't mean pretending that money troubles don't exist. Instead, it's about shifting our perspective to see the potential for abundance all around us. Think about nature for a moment. Does a tree worry that there won't be enough sunlight? Does a flower fret about whether it will get enough rain? Nature operates from a principle of abundance, not scarcity. There's always enough to go around, and everything works in cycles and seasons. We can cultivate this same mindset when it comes to money. Instead of constantly worrying about not having enough, we can choose to focus on the abundance that already exists in our lives. This doesn't mean ignoring practical financial concerns, but it does mean approaching them from a place of possibility rather than fear. A key part of this alignment with abundance is understanding the importance of both giving and receiving. In nature, everything is in a constant state of give and take. Plants take in sunlight and give out oxygen. Animals take what they need from their environment and give back in other ways. This cycle keeps everything in balance. The same principle applies to financial energy. For money to flow, we need to be open to both giving and receiving. Many people find it easy to give, but struggle to receive. Others may find it easy to take, but have a hard time giving. But for true flow to occur, both parts of the cycle need to be in balance. Giving doesn't always mean donating large sums to charity, although that can be part of it. It can be as simple as being generous with a tip, buying a coffee for a friend, or investing in yourself by paying for a course or a book. The key is to give joyfully without expectation of return. Receiving is equally important. This means being open to opportunities, accepting compliments graciously, and allowing others to help you. It also means being willing to receive money without guilt or shame. Remember, if you're not willing to receive, you're actually blocking the flow of financial energy. Now let's talk about some practical steps you can take to improve your financial flow. One of the most powerful things you can do is to start paying attention to your thoughts about money. Notice when you have thoughts of lack or scarcity. When these thoughts come up, gently challenge them. Ask yourself if they're really true or if they're just old beliefs you've picked up along the way. Another helpful practice is to express gratitude for the money you already have. This might sound counterintuitive, especially if you're facing financial challenges. But remember, what we focus on tends to grow. By appreciating the money you have, no matter how little it might seem, you're sending out a signal that you're ready to receive more. It's also important to keep your money moving. This doesn't mean spending recklessly, but it does mean using your money in ways that align with your values and goals. This could involve investing in your education, starting a business, or putting money into savings or investments. The key is to see money as a tool for creating value, not as something to be hoarded. One of the biggest obstacles to financial flow is fear. Fear of not having enough, fear of losing what we have, fear of taking risks. These fears are natural, but they can also be paralyzing. They can stop us from taking the actions that would actually improve our financial situation. To overcome these fears, it's helpful to look at them objectively. Often, our fears are based on worst-case scenarios that are unlikely to happen. By examining our fears rationally, we can often see that they're not as scary as they first appeared. It's also powerful to build confidence in abundance. This isn't about blind optimism, but about looking at the evidence of abundance in your life and in the world around you. Have you always had enough in the past? Have unexpected opportunities or resources shown up when you needed them? Remembering these experiences can help build your confidence in the flow of abundance. As you start to work with the flow principle in your own life, you'll likely notice that it has effects beyond just your bank account. When we allow financial energy to flow freely, it often creates a ripple effect in other areas of our lives. For example, as you become more open to receiving, you might find that you start receiving more opportunities, not just money. As you practice giving freely, you might notice your relationships improving. As you release fears around money, you might find yourself feeling more confident in other areas of your life. This ripple effect can extend far beyond your personal life. When individuals allow financial energy to flow freely, it can have positive impacts on their communities and even on a global scale. Think about how a thriving local business can provide jobs and services to a community, or how a successful entrepreneur can use their resources to tackle global problems. Integrating the flow principle into your daily life goes beyond just how you handle money. It's about living in harmony with the natural flow of energy in all areas of your life. This might mean being more flexible in your plans, being open to new ideas, or letting go of the need to control everything. In practice, this could look like being willing to change direction when something isn't working, rather than stubbornly pushing ahead. It might mean being open to unexpected opportunities, even if they don't fit your original plan. It could involve trusting your intuition more and allowing yourself to be guided by what feels right, not just what looks good on paper. Of course, living this way isn't always easy. There will be challenges and obstacles along the way. You might find old habits and beliefs resurfacing or face situations that test your new perspective on abundance. One common challenge is the influence of others who don't share your view of money as flowing energy. They might criticize your new approach or try to pull you back into a scarcity mindset. In these situations, it's important to stay grounded in your own experience and understanding. You don't need to convince others, but you also don't need to let their fears become your own. Another challenge can be maintaining your new mindset in the face of setbacks or financial difficulties. It's easy to fall back into old patterns of thinking when things get tough. The key here is to see these challenges as temporary and to keep your focus on the larger picture of abundance. Remember, the flow principle isn't about ignoring real financial challenges or responsibilities. It's about approaching these challenges from a place of possibility rather than fear. It's about seeing money as a tool for creating value and positive change, not as an end in itself. As you work with these ideas, you might start to see how your individual financial flow connects to a much bigger picture. In our interconnected world, the way each of us handles money has ripple effects that extend far beyond our personal lives. When we allow financial energy to flow freely, we're not just improving our own lives, we're contributing to a larger flow of prosperity that can benefit many others. This could be as simple as supporting local businesses or as complex as investing in solutions to global problems. You have a unique role to play in this grand scheme of abundance. Your particular skills, passions, and resources are part of the overall flow of energy in the world. By aligning yourself with this flow, you're not just improving your own financial situation, you're contributing to the well-being of the whole. As we wrap up, I want to encourage you to take some time to reflect on your relationship with money. How do you currently think about money? Do you see it as a scarce resource to be hoarded or as a flowing energy to be circulated? Are there areas where you might be blocking the flow, either in giving or receiving? Consider starting a journal where you can explore these ideas further. Write about your experiences with money, both positive and negative. Look for patterns in how you think and feel about financial matters. This self-reflection can be a powerful tool for uncovering hidden beliefs and starting to shift your perspective. Remember, working with the flow principle is a process. It's not about getting it perfect right away, but about gradually aligning yourself more and more with the natural flow of abundance. Be patient with yourself as you explore these ideas and start to implement them in your life. I also want to invite you to share your experiences and insights. As you start to work with these concepts, what changes do you notice? What challenges do you face? Your experiences and perspectives are valuable, not just for your own growth, but potentially for others who are on a similar path. In conclusion, the flow principle offers us a powerful new way to think about money and abundance. By seeing money as a flowing spiritual energy, we can start to release the blockages that have been holding us back. We can align ourselves with the natural abundance of the universe and allow financial energy to flow freely in our lives. This isn't just about accumulating wealth for its own sake. It's about creating a life of true prosperity, one where we have not just financial abundance, but also rich experiences, fulfilling relationships, and the ability to make a positive impact in the world. As you go forward from here, I encourage you to stay open to the possibilities that this new perspective can bring. Pay attention to the flow of energy in your life, not just in your finances, but in all areas. Look for ways to align yourself with this flow, to give and receive freely, and to contribute to the larger flow of abundance in the world. Remember, you are part of something much bigger than yourself. Your financial energy is connected to the energy of the entire universe. As you allow this energy to flow freely through your life, you're not just changing your own circumstances, you're contributing to the well-being of all. So, Are you ready to dive deeper into this new way of thinking about money? Are you willing to challenge your old beliefs and open yourself to a new perspective on abundance? The choice is yours, and the potential for transformation is enormous. Thank you for exploring these ideas with me today. I hope this discussion has opened up new possibilities for you and given you some practical ways to start working with the flow principle in your own life. Remember, this is just the beginning. The real adventure starts now as you take these ideas and apply them in your own unique way. May your life be filled with abundance, may your energy flow freely, and may you always remember the incredible power you have to create positive change in your life and in the world. Here's to your journey of discovery and growth.